Alright guys, I have an amazing website to show y'all. Okay, so on techlacart.com, you get all these amazing links. You got Netflix for free, you got Spotify, Apple Music, Hulu, and many more. Guys, give this a like and share if you want more.
So in my house, there's this like 3 or 4 foot long wall right here, and then there's this big old hallway, a little closet there, but if you go into my room, you can see that there's a closet, but then boom, there's wall, like the wall juts out. So, but that's all the way down the hallway. So the question then becomes, what's in that space? What's in that space right there? So if we go down this hallway, that's right about here in the wall. What's in this space? So then we have a little grate down here that I guess could show us what's in there. Because as of now, it looks like a secret room. I'll be right back. Okay, so I got a screwdriver and I'm gonna start taking it off. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. All right, let's find out. Oh, holy shit! There's like a whole pit in there. What the hell is in the, what's in?
Well, I'm terrified, and here's why. I just made this. Another combat robot. Some of you may know that I make these. And, let's just say this one sticks out further than the others when it comes to the blade. Also, spins faster and just like all of them, it's mobile. Let me get the blade stuck. So it sounds like an engine, and,
Hey everybody, Doc Brian, clinical psychologist, bringing you Weird Psychology Facts, part 21. The smarter someone is, the faster their brain works, which results in sloppier handwriting. Weird psychology.
Today we're going to save a shrimp from a parasite. Let's go.
Upon slurping in the sticky mud, I discovered a whole hype house full of shrimps with parasites. First shrimp to be rescued was Addison, and if you're wondering why I'm shaking so much, it's because she was trying so desperately hard to pinch my skinny fingers off. Stop it, Addison, I'm trying to help. There. Next up was Dixie. Now, Dixie was pretty chill, despite having a blood-sucking isopod in her gills. Good job, Dixie. Then there was Avani. She was a tricky patient. Once we got the female parasite removed, the male tried to stay behind. Not today, you albino roly-poly bug. Finally, there was Tony. Tony, baloney, fee, fi, foroni. Feel better, Tony. Once the parasites were removed, I yeet them into the compost bin, and be sure to follow if you love ocean animals.
Psychology tricks to fuck with somebody's mind that I may or may not use. You'll never know. If someone's telling you a story that involves another person, no matter what they say, always respond with, that's actually not the way that I heard it. Every time, they're gonna change the story, even if it's just a little bit. If you're ever at a red light and there's a car next to you, but the lanes behind you are completely empty, put your car in reverse and slowly just start going backwards. The car next to you is gonna freak out a little bit, think that they're going forward, and slam on their brakes. This one would work really well if you can get everybody in on it to mess with your teacher. Get your entire class to casually just look into the corner of the room and stare. Your teacher's gonna follow the gaze and just be really confused with all of you. What are you doing?
This is a mine in a cage puzzle. So the goal here is to get this brass mine out of its cage. And to do that, you gotta look for the largest opening. It is this one here. And then you wanna find the largest peg on the mine, the longest one, which I believe is either that one or that one. So once you get the longer piece, that's when you start rotating it, and eventually find itself out. But it doesn't stop there, because inside here is the real secret. And on the back of this,
a lot of people are asking me,
what the fuck is in your mouth?
So I will show you. This is a digital synthesizer, specifically the Mini Nova. The synthesizer plugs in to the Rocktron Banshee talk box. The Banshee amplifies the sound out of this speaker, so when I press a note, When the tube is plugged in, the other end is here. Sound comes out of this end. And I put the tube in my mouth. I don't make any sound with my voice box. All I do is move my mouth around the sounds. And this is a side-by-side with stronger, with sound.
We can make it do it makes us harder, better, faster, shorter.
And without sound. And this is a custom patch that I made for that extra spice.
Hey, yo, man, let me get a coffee, man, and make it mad sweet. You
Mad
understand
sweet?
me?
All right, I got you, bro.
Mad sweet, sir. Hurry up. I got moves to make. Man.
I got you, bro. I got you. Damn, bro. You always rushing me.
Look, man, just get the coffee.
All right, bro. I got you. Okay, try this. How's this? Let me know.
All right. Are you serious?
Bro, you didn't even drink it. All right, I got you. Give me.
Come
I got you.
on,
I'm going to give you another
Come
one, bro.
on, man. Don't do that to me, dog.
Here you go, bro. Enjoy.
That's what I'm talking about. Really, man? Look at this. Are you kidding me, man?
Here's some of the biggest movie mistakes you've never noticed. Part 3. In the movie Iron Man 2, there are 2 things you've never noticed before. In the scene where Natasha takes down Happy, if you look really closely at her face when she takes him down, she becomes a whole different person. Didn't think that was supposed to happen. In a scene later on in the movie, Iron Man is looking into his reflection, but his reflection puts his finger in his mouth before he actually does. Look closely. In James Bond, Quantum of Solace, there's one thing in the background you might have never seen before. When James Bond is on his phone, in the background, there's one guy sweeping, but the broom is literally 2 feet off of the ground. What is he sweeping? In the movie Gladiator, there's one mistake you probably haven't noticed before. When Maximus takes over a chariot and knocks over another chariot, you can see one thing that's not supposed to be shown. Right here, you see an air tank, which I can guarantee you wasn't back in the Roman times. Pretty cool!
1 hour without my wife, things are going pretty good. The house is kind of quiet though. 2 hours without my wife here, I just let out a huge fart and no one was here to yell at me about how badly it stinks. Duh, that one was bad. 4 hours without my wife here, it only took me 3 seconds to decide what I wanted to watch. 8 hours without my wife here, I asked myself what I wanted for dinner and I made a decision right away. 1 day without my wife here, I slept for like 2 hours last night because I can't sleep without her in the bed with me. 36 hours without my wife here, I've started to send my wife pictures of me doing things she doesn't normally let me do when she's here, so that way she can get mad at me for even though she's not here, because it's like she is here when she gets mad at me. 48 hours without my wife here, I've spent most of today staring out the front window like a dog waiting for her to come home. I'm not okay alone. Hey guys, new experiment, ready?
Yeah.
Alright, add some salt.
Okay.
Alright, this is gonna be really cool. Okay, keep adding salt. Okay, now add 2 scoops of this.
2 scoops?
2 scoops. What do you think that is?
It looks like baking soda.
Baking soda? Okay. Now add half a cup of water and watch the magic happen. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going.
It's just... wait, what is that?
Touch it, touch it.
Wait, what is that?
What? It's snow! Oh my gosh.
A snow!
It's snow! Isn't that crazy?
It's actually really cold. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So my mom just sent me a video of my dad, and this is what he said.
Hey son, I noticed that the videos you've been doing lately on TikTok are okay. When you put me in them, they do a lot better. So I thought I'd help you out. I'm gonna say one word, being that everybody loves my New York accent, one word, and I guarantee you by tonight it's gonna go viral. You ready? Coffee. You're welcome.
So I saw a psychological trick that if you show or say a certain number to someone throughout the day, that there's a 90% chance that they're going to get that number stuck in their head throughout the day without them even knowing it. In this case, I'm using 6. Kenz, what's 6 times 6?
36, why?
Oh, okay. Kenzie, guess what time it is right now? Without looking. No, look.
Oh, 106. I was close.
Wait, did you have to be home at 6?
No, 5.
Oh, okay. Kenzie, look at how much this mirror zooms in.
3 times?
Yeah, how much are those? I want to get them.
697. Hey, that's not bad.
Okay, I don't know if this is working, but I guess we'll find out. What number month is June?
June.
Yeah.
6.
So 1 through 50, and I'm going to guess your number, okay?
Okay.
Do I write it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
6.
How'd you know?
Dude, what is that? Did you build that?
Yeah, bro.
Dang, dude. Is it fast?
It's alright.
Wow. Whoa! Dude! What the?
Alright, this is how to look like you can play the piano. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna go to the pair of 2 black keys, you're gonna play the second of those 2 black keys, that's an E flat. If you can, play the octave, which will sound even better. Next, you're gonna move your left hand up to A flat, or to B flat, and in your right hand, I kid you not, you can play any black key in any random order and it will sound amazing. Okay, so now putting it all together. Any black key literally will work.
Hey son.
Yeah, Dad?
Me and your mom need to talk with you, so be in the living room.
Oh, really? Yeah, I'll be there. It's just, could I finish this game first? I'm so close.
Sure, but make it quick, okay?
You got it.
My time has come. They figured out I'm not the innocent Christian boy they thought I was. What a shame. Years of secrets all comes down to this. It was a good run, but whatever they know about me now is irrelevant. I must use these final moments to my advantage. With only 2 years till my 18th birthday, victory is practically in the palm of my hands. I've tried my best to be the good guy, but I did what I had to do. I was cautious, but unfortunately nobody's perfect. Why must life be so cruel? Why must I have to face this alone? Whatever happens next is for fate to decide. I have nothing to hide. I have nothing to protect. I am an open book. But at what cost? That we will see. You needed me?
Grandma died. Yes. What?
Alright, here's some more websites y'all definitely need to check out. If you search draw logo from memory, it'll ask you to draw these logos like the McDonald's logo, for example. Duet this if you can get all the logos. On hackertyper.net, you can prank your friends by looking like you're hacking into some database. Like, what? And on this website, you can test, review, and keep an iPhone 11.
This is a Bologna vial, and it does some crazy things. You can hammer a nail into wood with it, and it doesn't break. You can even hit it with a baseball bat. You can even drop it off a second-story balcony. And it still survives. However, there is a secret weakness. If you drop something right through the top, this happens. Ah!
One day, I want to be rich enough so that my big fridge has a little fridge.
I'm not sure if you know about this, but when you buy a brand new Nutella, open it up, flip the lid over, there's actually 2 linings in here. There's a white lining and a silver lining in here. And then when you open up the silver lining, there should be a little knife to open the Nutella.
Call this slurping. It helps me to find shrimp like Susan. Susan has a bulging parasite devouring her gills. This thing was humongous. Not today, parasite. Yeet! Be sure to follow if you love ocean animals.
So apparently the people on TikTok like this. You walk in, and boom, puppy. And now, we're TikTok famous.
I was at the mall today sipping on my bubble tea, and I realized there was a phone just chilling right there, and I was like, ooh. I waited a couple more minutes and inched up a little bit, sat there. No one came, so I was like, all right, it be mine now. However, I was wrong, because on the home screen it says, you found me. This is a social experiment for school to see if the finder will give it back. Choose your options wisely, and then it gave me the code for the phone. Now, I knew exactly what this was, because I actually did this for a psychology project in school, which was near the mall that I'm at. Obviously, I logged into the phone, and I'm actually going to block this out so you guys can't see it just for privacy, but I was like, hey, look, they have TikTok, so I went to the TikTok to see if they were following me, and guys, look, wait for it, they follow me! That's me, right there, the Brandon Robert, wow! Moral of the story, guys, if you find something that's not yours, keep it and sell it.
Here are some of the biggest movie mistakes you've never noticed. Part 1. In the movie Braveheart, there's lots of mistakes I bet you haven't noticed before. First off, when they're running into battle, their tools that are supposed to be made of steel wobbles like rubber. Next up, they're all on horses, but why don't they use this car in the background? I don't think that was supposed to be there. Later on, you can see this guy in the background with a hat from the future. What's he doing back in these times? In the movie Gladiator, there are tons of funny mistakes you haven't noticed. In the movie Gladiator, you can see Maximus showing off to the crowd, and in the crowd is a guy with a camera. He's in the wrong time. Later on, in the Colosseum, you can see people have bottled water back in the Roman times. Interesting. Back in the day, Roman fighting was super gruesome, but if you look closely, the sword goes through his armpit, not even through him. And later on, the same thing right here, under his armpit. Like, what? Pretty cool!
Take a really close look at the coins in your house. On the tail side, if you see a really fine seam like this, it's probably hard to see on the camera. See that seam that goes all the way around? This could be what's called a covert coin or a spy coin. Some of these are still in circulation. This one's from 1977. If you find one of these, get a ring like this, one that it'll sort of fit inside without falling through. Maybe try your mom or dad's wedding ring. And then bang it against a hard surface. Sometimes it takes a couple hits. And that'll like dislodge... What the heck? What is that?
Did you know that your birth month actually has a huge effect on who you are as a person and the things that could possibly happen to you? Like, a ton of research has gone into this. People born in January. Hi, you are statistically more likely to have Alzheimer's, Crohn's disease, and epilepsy. We're taking a huge turn with this one, but people born in February, you are more likely to become an artist. People born in March are way more likely to have asthma, and I can actually speak to this one because my little sister, the only one born in March, has asthma. Where are my fellow April babies at? Okay, we are way more likely to become alcoholics than everybody else.
This is not an ordinary keychain charm. It has tiny vials in it that are filled with tritium. Tritium is a hydrogen isotope, and mixed with different phosphors, it'll glow for 25 years. They're very cool. They can make different colors. I bought these for my family. That way, if I were to die, they'd have something to remember me by. Tritium is radioactive, but it's not dangerous unless it's inhaled or swallowed.
When the first clock was made, how did they know what time it was? Do you have an off button? What do blind people see when they dream? Dude! Since you can learn any language when you grow up, if you raised a baby around dogs and only dogs, would it bark? Shut up. What if oxygen is a drug and illegal drugs just return us to our normal state? No. Someone made up dinosaur sounds without ever hearing them. Were you put on this earth to punish me? My dog understands several human words, but I don't understand any dog barks. Does this mean that he's smarter than I am? I loathe you. Never in my life have I ever been naked for 24 hours straight. Why? Teachers are in school from when they're 5 until they retire. Wait. Humans are the only species that have to pay to live on this planet. You're like a cross between insomnia and Satan.
Teach me a magic trick. I got it. Watch the pen. 1, 2, 3. Goes inside the bottle. Just like that. Here's how you do it. You have 2 pens. One goes at the bottom and you can't see it because it's hiding there at the bottom. And then I take this pen and I just flick it with my middle finger like this as I come up and turn the bottle like this. Oh. Bien, teach me a magic trick. Got it. Watch the Smarties. Watch. Snap and they disappear just like that. What? Here's how you do it. You take an empty box and then you put another box around your arm with a rubber band like this. Cover that up and when you shake this, you actually hear these ones, and then you can show it's gone. Yeah, teach me a magic trick. I got it. Watch. Watch the Joker. If I just shake it like this, it changes into the ace of hearts. Here's how you do it. Just put 2 cards together like this, and then just square them up and hold them in the corner. And as you shake, you just turn it around like this. I'm teaching more magic on Instagram.
TikTok. This is how you work out the left side of your brain. Grab a few inanimate objects and set up a scene. Now draw the scene without looking at your paper. This is called blind contour. By doing this, you're going to strengthen the parts of your brain that measure relativity. Your hand and eye coordination will start to sharpen. Try this at home and tag me in your results. Good luck.
Oh, hey, sorry. Do you speak English?
No, I don't speak English. Sorry.
Do you know where Tyran Road is?
I'm sorry, I have no idea what you're saying. I don't understand English. Wish it was something I paid more attention to in school, you know. But, I'm sorry, I can't help you. Sorry. Do you speak English?
English? I don't know English. Do you know where Tyran Road is? Sorry, I don't know what you said.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you go down that road right there, about 500 meters, and turn left and look at your right, there could be someone who can speak English there.
Okay, hey, 我也会一点点中文，你们会吗？
不会，不会中文，我听不懂。你听得懂中文吗？
Chuan,
what's up?
Teach me a magic trick.
I got you. I'm about to teach you how to take any amount of water, pour into a cup, mix it around a little bit, and then bam, ice. This is actually really easy. All you need is a sponge. Take the sponge, you put it inside the cup, add your ice cubes in, and that sponge is gonna absorb all of that liquid. It's gonna look like it turns into ice.
Chuan,
what's up?
Teach me a magic trick.
Oh, I got you. I'm about to teach you how to take any ring, and on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1, vanish, and reappear on my ring finger.
No way.
This one's really easy. What you're gonna do is you're gonna pretend to grab the ring, but really you're dropping it. And while their eyes are in this hand, what you're doing with the other hand is you're placing the ring on your finger. You make it vanish, and then you show it on your ring finger.
Chuan,
what's up?
Teach me a magic trick.
I got it. I'm about to teach you how to take any sticky note, rip it up, snap my fingers, and it's back to normal. To do this, you need 2 sticky notes. One you crumple in your hand, and the other that you're gonna rip up. Crumple it up, and then you're gonna switch it with the other one. Magically restored.
Dad, remember you said when I get verified on TikTok, you'll let me cut your hair?
Yeah.
Well.
Oh, you got verified?
Yeah.
Congratulations. That's awesome. You're not cutting my hair.
Frank, you promised.
Karen, I'm not letting him cut my
All right, put the blindfold on.
blindfold. What do I got to wear a blindfold for?
I want it to be a surprise.
Joe, just a little off the sides and that's it.
Just a little bit.
Why are you laughing?
All right, blindfold off.
Ah! Are you kidding me? You gave me a mohawk.
Now all you need is some black lipstick and eyeliner.
Absolutely not.
Nails up, nails up. Thank you guys for verification.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
I found a natural corn dog out in the wild. Let's taste it.
Yo, Jay, you want to see how we can get the coolest photo ever of you on that skateboard?
Sure.
All right, let's go.
I think I'm losing my mind, trying to stay inside the lines. It's like you're running in place. How you keep staying the same. I'm better by myself.
And this is where I started to run into some issues that I thought I fixed but ended up not working out. So laying them on their side created a ton of bubbles because it was really hard to get the crayons to melt all the way since the pocket wasn't cut deep enough. So definitely a couple issues, and using a card scraper I was able to remove most of the crayons from the outside surface. It's kind of a tedious process and produced some really cool shavings, but it definitely could be a little bit easier. So the card scraper ended up leaving some tool marks in the actual crayons, So I thought that I'd just use a heat gun once over and do that. As you can see here, a bunch of bubbles started forming, and this is where things started to really go wrong. I thought I got it fixed and got everything in place and used some Total Boat tabletop epoxy over the top. And as you can see here, it's full of bubbles, which means that I didn't have the right temperature. Using a torch and a heat gun, I was able to get most of the bubbles out. But the crayons actually ended up creating their own bubbles from all of the bubbles that were underneath. So
here's one way companies get you to spend your money on products that you probably don't need. Let's say you're looking to buy some speakers. This company has two options, speaker A and speaker B. Speaker A sells for $50 but has a profit margin of 10, while B sells for $100 with a profit margin of 50. The company wants you to buy this one because it has a higher profit margin, but you'll probably buy this one because this one's cheaper. So what does the company do to get you to buy this one? They introduce a third option, which often is a high-end product to use as decoy. They know they won't sell many of these, but they're creating a compromise effect between option A and option C, and they know that way most customers will pick option B. That's going to boost up the sales of this speaker, and over the long term, the company will make more profit. This strategy right here is called decoy pricing.
Here's some astonishing tricks that will keep you entertained during quarantine, part 1. These are 100% guaranteed to cure your boredom during quarantine. For the first trick, all you have to do is type in Emupedia and then click the first link. Boom, this website is any game you can think of, including Flappy Bird and even Minecraft for free. For this next trick, you can watch any movie you want, even on Netflix. All you have to do is type in the name and then drive. It's as easy as that. Now I can watch Iron Man and any other movie you guys want to watch.
This video is specifically for the boys, so if you're not a boy, keep scrolling. Yo, you ever tried to taste dog poop? Like the stuff that comes right out of the... Okay, now that the girls are gone, check this out. There's a way, an angle that you can do your pillow that actually makes it feel real. Check this out. So all you have to do is... Okay, so now that the girls are gone, leg workouts suck. I've been working out my chest and arms for the long... Okay, so now that the girls are actually gone, I know you probably seen somebody dunk, but have you seen somebody dunk themselves? Bro, I'm about to jump from right here into the basket. Okay, so now that the girls are actually gone, you ever been peeing and when you pee, you flush the toilet and then the pee just gets stuck inside of the drain? So now you looking at it like, no, please, Mr. P, go down the drain or the toilet water gonna be the wrong color. Okay, so now that the girls are actually gone, okay, they're gone now. In the middle of the night, when you go to pee, do you pee on the side of the toilet so it doesn't make noise? Because I do that, and I just want to know if somebody...
Spin it in the middle, there we go. Pull a surprise face. Wait for it to stop. Move the spoons. Move the batteries in one motion. And then play the video in reverse. You're welcome.
Psychology tricks to fuck with someone's mind that I may or may not use. You'll never know. Take your parents' phone, change your contact name to God, add a profile picture for some shits and giggles, and then call them at 3:33 in the morning. See what happens. Mail somebody an empty envelope every day for as long as you possibly can. It's going to drive them insane. And then just one day, stop. For the rest of their lives, they're just going to wonder what the fuck was going on. Next time someone calls the wrong number and asks for somebody that's not there, turn the tables around on them and ask them for somebody that's not there. They're like, hello? Is Linda there? You got to be like, no. Is Jerry there? They're going to be like, whoa.
How to tell if you have yellow teeth. First, you're going to choose the color selector filter. Choose yellow. Get next to a light. Smile. I have some yellow, and that is okay. I'm human.
Alright guys, I got an idea. Get your pencils. Okay, draw something. Now erase it. Draw something different over that. Now erase that too. Now activate your powers of necromancy and draw over these lines. And you've got something new.
Magicians need to start doing new tricks, so I'm going to expose some of their older tricks, all right? This is the secret to the color-changing bandana. Basically, the more you push the bandana on the top, the more you pull out the bottom. It looks like it changes colors until it's changed all the way, okay? That's the cool trick. I'm going to show you how it's done. There's two bandanas. Yeah, don't be bummed. Here, basically, before I start the TikTok, one of these bandanas is just hidden in my fist. That's the secret to the trick. So if you're going to do this trick, just get a bandana, put it in your fist. When you start the trick,
all you have to do is start your TikTok and keep this fist closed, okay? Don't open it, it will ruin the trick. You do have to keep it closed. Then you push one of the bandanas in and you pull the other one out. Looks like they changed colors. Don't do this though. The audience will see you have more than one bandana. If you do that, you have to change the whole trick, actually change the color of the bandana. So when people will go, hey, cool, I should like this TikTok, and follow.
Say eam cuff.
Why?
Just do it, trust me, it's really funny.
Eam cuff. Eam cuff. Fuck me. That's so weird.
Sean.
What's up?
Teach me a magic trick.
I got you. I'm about to show you how to make any pencil vanish and reappear.
What?
It's really easy. All you have to do is flick it back when you move forward. If you do it at the same time, it looks like it vanishes.
Oh my god. Sean.
What's up?
Teach me a magic trick.
I'll teach you a magic trick right now. I'm about to show you how to make any rubber band teleport to your other fingers.
What?
All you have to do is pull the rubber band and put your fingers like this. And when you open your hand, it moves to the other side.
Sean.
What's up?
Teach me a magic trick.
Oh, I got you. I'm about to show you how to vanish a sticky note. You take it, you crumple it up, and what you do is you pretend to grab the note, and from the front, it looks like I'm really grabbing it, but it's in this hand. If you do it all at once, it looks like this.
On medium heat in a nonstick pan, heat 1.5 cups of sugar. Grab a spatula and move it around because you want it to melt evenly. Do not leave it side because you don't want it to burn. It took about 7 minutes to fully melt. Your next step is going to be very quick, so please have everything ready. Add 1.5 cups of sesame. Mix everything together until fully combined. Pour it onto a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. I greased a water glass to help me move it around in the beginning. But don't use it for too long because it will start to stick, so have your spatula ready and move over to that. Don't forget, you have to move very quickly. So make it thinner by pounding it down, move it around, and get your pizza cutter ready and start cutting it in diagonal slices. After about 3 minutes, it'll harden and you can break it off very easily. That's called danagazu from Kurdistan.
Hey Gage, can you grab me the salt out of the cabinet? The steak is bland.
Hey guys, so how this works basically is I have a string tied from a little bar on the ceiling, but you can use anything from a ladder to a chair, to a bucket, and then the bucket has a hole in it, and so you let paint flow through, and then basically you just toss it at a 45-degree angle, whatever angle you want, depending on, it'll change the pendulum based on what you do. And then it kind of does the rest for you. It's not any special technique. On this particular one, I did a second pendulum, as you can see now, and that's how it has that dimension like that. But the whole thing with this is just have fun with it. The nice thing is you can just scrape it away when you're done, or if you mess up or anything like that, so just practice. But what I'm going to do now is you'll see how I finish it. So take a little trash can later, anything flat, and you just, when you're satisfied, you scoop underneath it, and that's really about it, as you'll see here. Ready? There it is. All right, bye.
All right, so a lot of people have been asking me how I do this glitch effect. I do have a video on this already, but I'm going to go over it again. This is what you're going to need. A piece of paper, some markers. So first, make your sketch. Go ahead and ink that bad boy. Grab your first marker. You're going to outline the whole drawing, but just on one side. So after the first color, you're going to want your drawing to look something like this. Now take your second color and do the same thing on the other side of the lines. At this point, your drawing should look something like this. Now we're going to take it to the next level. Take the same two markers and add some lines going off the colors in both directions, like that. So you should be looking something like this. Now it's time to do the same thing with the next color. Now once you're here, this is what I like to do. Take a white marker, or a white gel pen, and go back over your drawing and make some gaps within the drawing like that. And there you go. Tag me in your videos or duet me, because I want to see what you guys come up with.
Okay, look, I've got Pizza the Hut before. I'll do it again.
1 cup of water. 1.5 teaspoons of NC yeast.
A little mixy.
Sit for 5 minutes. 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. 2 teaspoons of sugar. 1.25 teaspoon of fine sea salt.
Whiskey business. Add your yeasty water and mix. Take it a rough dough. Put to a work surface. Keep kneading till nice and smooth. Medium bowl. Little drizzle of olive oil. Shape your dough into a ball into your bowl. Plastic wrap lightly oiled. Cover.
Rise at room temperature 1 to 2 hours. Italian tomatoes.
Tomato. 2 cloves of garlic. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Salt to taste. Pinch of sugar. Blend till nice and smooth. Pizza stone into the oven. 500 Fahrenheit. 45 minutes. Baking sheet. Dust generously with flour. Ready flour. Dump out your dough. Divide 2 even pieces and shape into a ball onto your sheet. Cover and rest. 30 minutes. Pizza peel with flour. Piece of dough. Flour at the top. Punch around the perimeter. Over the knuckles. Turn, stretch, turn, stretch. Little pizza sauce. Spread it out. Cheese. Pepperoni. Into the oven on the 5 minutes. Broil 2 minutes.
Garlic oil on the crusty.
Ooh-wee.
No, 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 no.
Please don't be ugly. Please don't be ugly. Please. Please. Oh my God!
Hey, Mom.
What?
Hands up. Drop your weapon. Ew, Mom!